Hey everybody, this is Dave Bensman with Bensman Home Computer Repair, and I'm here today with a video that's going to help you get your audio back on if you're not hearing any noise from your computer. A lot of people have trouble with this. This is actually fairly easy to rectify in most cases. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your speakers are plugged in. Now, most speakers are either going to have something like this, where this would be plugged into a wall jack or a power supply or a surge protector, and then this would be plugged into the actual back of one of the speakers. Your speakers may be configured like this, where they don't have a wall wart, they have a USB connector that provides power. So your speaker is going to be, to get power to the speakers, it's going to be plugged in. This is going to be plugged into most likely the computer itself, providing power. Then you're going to want to check your speakers to make sure the volume is up and to make sure that the power light is on. Most speakers have a power light. Try and maybe get a little darkness in the room so you can see whether or not the power light is on or off, because of the obviously the volume knob is all the way to the left, and the power light is off. That's an easy fix. Now also you want to make sure some speakers have a volume knob and they have a tone knob, and some people will be turning the tone knob all the way to the right, but the volume knob is all the way to the left, and that's not going to do anything for you. So just make sure that you're actually adjusting the volume knob to, like the 11 o'clock position. You should be able to hear something. And then what you want to make sure is that your speakers are plugged in to the right port on the back of the computer. So most speakers will have, it's called an 1/8 inch stereo jack. It looks like this, or it also looks like that. It doesn't have to be green, but it often is. And it's got the two little lines right there. And it's usually got like an audio icon right there. And you want to make sure, if you look at the back of your computer, you're generally speaking going to see color-coded little holes like this, and with little symbols like that. And the one really you're concerned with is the one that's kind of lime green or day glow green. And you basically just take your audio jack. There's only one of these jacks that's going to be coming out of your speakers. You want to plug it directly into that until it's flush right there. And then, as long as you're seeing a power light on the speakers, as long as the audio jack is plugged into the audio, or the audio plug is plugged into the audio jack, and as long as you're seeing a power light and your volume's up, you should be getting sound. Now, if all of that is done and you're still not getting sound, one of the things you can do, if you have a pair of earphones lying around the house, one thing you can do is you can plug them into this hole right there and then see if you're hearing any sound. And if you are hearing sound from a pair of, garden variety basic earphones, and you're not hearing sound from your speakers, and you've, tested to make sure that you're getting power to them and the volume's up, you may have a bad pair of speakers. However, on the other hand, if you've tested your speakers in that jack and you've tested a pair of earphones and you're not getting any sound either way, then the problem's going to have something to do with the computer. So the first thing you want to do is you want to check down here. See, that's your audio thing right there. That's your tells you what your speaker level is, and it tells you whether your speaker is muted. And your speaker might be muted, and that might be one of the reasons why you're not getting sound. So what you do is you left click, or click once with your left mouse button on that icon, and you will see there's your volume slider. It could be all the way down to 0. And if you notice, when it goes all the way down to 0, there's a little X that goes there. So if you look over here and you see an X next to your little speaker thing, little speaker icon, that means your volume's muted, and that very well could be the source of all your problems. So all you have to do is click once with your left mouse button on the speaker, and then click once there, and then increase your volume to, whatever. That's fine. And you should hear a little bing when that does that. Now, if you don't hear that noise, that means you're probably still not getting sound. So then the next thing you want to do is you want to right click once with your right mouse button on the speaker icon, and then you want to go to Open Sound Settings, and that'll take you here. And then you can click right here where it says Sound Control Panel, and then you'll see all of the audio devices that are here. You'll also see the microphone levels popping up there, which is kind of cool. But here, the key point is you're going to see all the audio devices that your computer could be outputting to. And if you'll notice right here, the speakers 3 Logitech USB headset default device, that's what's selected right now. Is it's selected to output audio through my earphones. Normally, it's selected, the Realtek high definition audio is what's selected. But the thing is you see where it says Realtek digital output? If I had that selected and I didn't have my earphones plugged in, I wouldn't be hearing sound. So you just want to make sure that the proper one of these is set as your default device. And usually it's this one, speakers, and it'll say speakers, and it'll say maybe high definition audio or something like that. It's usually not the digital one. If it says digital in it, that's usually not it, and it's usually not the HDMI one. So it's usually the one that says speakers. And then also you can tell which one it is by looking at your device. So in other words, I have Alltech Lansing speakers. I have a Logitech headset, so I know that because that doesn't say Alltech Lansing, it says Logitech. I know that's my headset. It also says headset. That's also handy, but it may not. So you also want to know what brand of equipment you're using, and that'll be helpful in telling you which one of these should be the thing. But usually it says speakers, and it does not say digital. That's the one you want to select. That is about it. There's one other thing you can do if you feel brave, and that is if you're still not getting sound after you've set out all that up, you can right click once with your right mouse button on this PC, and left click where it says Properties. Then left click once where it says Device Manager here in the upper left hand corner. Then you scroll all the way down and you'll see where it says Sound, Video, and Game Controllers. And we're going to left click once. Now if it looks like this, you're probably fine. But if you see this and you see on one of these, you see like a little yellow triangle, that means you may have a problem with your audio driver. Even if it looks fine, you may be having a problem with your audio driver. And at that point, you may want to call a technician. But if you want to deal with it yourself, then what you want to do is you want to figure out which one of these is your audio driver. In my case, it's the Realtek High Definition Audio. High Definition Audio device is a generic Windows driver they put in there. The Logitech USB headset is for my headset, and the AMD High Definition Audio device is not what I would be concerned with. It's the Realtek High Definition Audio. You right click on it and go to Uninstall Device, and then it will uninstall that device, and it will ask you if you want to uninstall all the drivers, and you say no. You don't want to uninstall all the drivers. You just want to uninstall the device, and then after you're done uninstalling the device, then you click right here where it's got the name of the computer, and then you go to Action, left click once on that, and then you go to Scan for Hardware Changes, and it will scan to see if anything was plugged in. It'll reload that driver. Usually that's what it does, and then you can see if everything works. If everything works, congratulations, you just fixed your sound issue. If it doesn't, then I would definitely recommend contacting a skilled professional. I can help you out with that if you're in the Memphis, Germantown, Collierville, Cordova or Millington area, just give me a ring, Dave Bensman, Bensman Home Computer Repair at 901-830-4362. And that is how you fix your sound. I would like to thank you for watching this video. If you have any further questions or need of a technician, once again, please feel free to call me at Dave Bensman at Bensman Home Computer Repair at 901-830-4362. Please subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to like my videos and comment on them, and definitely share them, trying to get everybody a lot more knowledgeable about how to use their computers. That's going to do it for me today. Once again, thanks for watching the video, and as always, stay safe.